It is high season, which means high prices. And maybe a stopover in Tombstone. I can't resist.
This story has a happy ending.
No vacancies at the hotel.
Hello, beautiful people. I'm Amanda Zitto. I make motorcycle travel vlogs, content about motorcycle camping, and general encouragement for you to get out and do the thing. I'm crossing the United States solo for the second time on my Honda CB500X. I'm going from Sacramento, California to Tampa, Florida, and back. Join me for the adventure.
Good morning, beautiful people. It's a gorgeous sunrise here in Joshua Tree. I slept so good last night. Wow. I know that I turned over a couple times in my sleep, but I didn't wake up. It's been a very long time since I've slept that long. Probably part of the fact is because I did like 400 miles yesterday, so I was tired. But I'm also going to give a lot of credit to my new X-Ped sleeping pad and this X-Ped pillow. And I suppose we should get up and moving. The goal for today is Organ Pipe National Monument. I have a couple stops I need to do before we get there, so fingers crossed that I can get there before dark. If not, we'll make do. Okay, the painful process of packing up begins.
Well, I just spent the afternoon in Palm Springs. It was probably a blip to you. It was a couple of hours to me, but I had a wonderful lunch with Eric and Lisa from Wolfman Luggage, and it was just so nice, and their son, and it was so wonderful to get to catch up with them. Eric texted me right after I posted on Instagram about losing my Stetson, and he's like, what is the make and model? Where do we send it? Like, how can we make this right? And I was just... It made me cry. I was so grateful. They're just incredible human beings. We spent a few minutes looking around Palm Springs trying to find a store that sells Stetsons. Unfortunately, none of them do, but I have my eyes set on a farm and ranch store that should have a Stetson on my way. This story has a happy ending. Amanda will get a new hat. Everything will be fine. We will still mourn the old one because it went everywhere with me, and it's still sad. But Amanda will not be without a hat, and everything will be fine. So, happy ending. I'm talking to you in my helmet right now because the wind is wow. Anyway, we got miles to make. It's gonna be dark before I get wherever I'm going today. I was supposed to make it to Organ Pipe National Monument, but I don't think that's happening today. Which is totally okay. Getting to spend the afternoon with Eric and Lisa, I think, was worth the sacrifice of not making it quite all the way to Organ Pipe today. But we should hit the road and make some miles. Let's do it.
We're about an hour outside of Yuma. The sun is setting. It's getting colder. I stopped here to put my heated gear back on and layer up. It was quite warm in Palm Springs, so I got all used to being comfy. The ride next to the Salton Sea was beautiful, and the temperature was just right. However, the temperature has dropped quite a bit, and the sun isn't even properly down yet. So I'm going back and forth, but I think that I may end up just getting a hotel in Yuma tonight instead of trying to make it all the way to Organ Pipe. I need to just play catch up I need to take care of some back-end email stuff that's been piling up. I need to charge stuff. And, well, it's another 4 hours to Oregon Pike National Monument. And, of course, smart me, stopped next to a stop sign. Oh. That might help a little bit. One of the downsides of doing this trip so early in the season is that the sun does go down much, much earlier. It makes the happy window of riding a lot shorter. Really, I need to be aiming to be at my destinations by 4:30 in order to get to enjoy them. Hopefully, along the way, I will get accustomed to this learning curve. There's always a learning curve. Always. Anyway, I'm going to stop wasting time. I'm going to skedaddle my booty to Yuma. Wow. As you can see, we have made it to the hotel. A Best Western in Yuma. $188 with my Best Western rewards. Ouch. We're just gonna learn the hard lesson that in the spring in the South, it is high season, which means high prices. It's hard for my brain to wrap around 200 to an average. There was hotels that were $330. Not big fancy resort hotels, a normal hotel room. Wow. However, good things of the day. Getting to see Eric and Lisa and them making it possible for me to replace my Stetson, and I will be forever grateful. I'm so stoked about that. I guess I'm going to be grateful for this room as well, because I will be warm. I will not be driving 4 hours into the night. I also totally forgot about the time change, by the way. So not only would I have driven 4 hours, but it would have been close to 2 a.m. had I pushed through. And that would have been bad news for everybody. I would have probably made really bad decisions because I was already getting tired when I arrived here. So we've made the smart decision. I'm going to get some much needed work done and then go to sleep and try to get up bright and early because we're going to Bisbee tomorrow. Good morning, beautiful people. I've got a few miles to do today. The goal is to get to Bisbee and maybe a stopover in Tombstone. I can't resist. I am a Old West history lover and I can't help but eat up all of the touristy things around the Old West. So we need to get the bike loaded. It's 7:44. We need to get moving. I have arrived in Dateland, Arizona, and I saw the sign for date shakes and couldn't resist. Oh my god, it's so good. Also could not resist. I got a little half a pound of dates. Will I regret it later? Who knows? I'm gonna enjoy it for the moment though. Over because my headset finally died. It's been about a day and a half. I've been trying out a new headset on this trip. It's the Uclear Exocom. I think Scorpion partnered with Uclear to make the Exocom to work on the GT 930 and the T520 helmets. And since it's literally has a little hole built in, there's a little capsule in the back for the battery, and it's a lot more aerodynamic than the Senas. So I've just been trying it out. Today I was testing like how long can I really listen to this, because like the first 2 days of this trip I was trying to be really conscious of charging the battery every night. So yeah, day and a half, and the speakers aren't quite as loud as the HD speakers that I upgraded my Sena 10C Evo to. It's enough that I can listen to music and listen to podcasts on high. Anyway, I'm going to put in my wired headphones, get the battery for my headset charging, and hit the road again. I don't know if you guys seen my tank bag recently, but this is my camera bag essentially. And Eric from Wolfman was very kind to make me this prototype like camera insert that is working out so much better than the foam situation that I tried to use on the last cross-country trip. This has been amazing and an incredible life upgrade. My big camera sits here. I've got all the batteries for all the cameras in this little pocket. I've got a 20mm wide SD cards, my Rode wireless microphone, and then I got the Rode Wireless Go, and this is where the ZV-1 lives. And of course I got like headphones and chapstick and earplugs, all the stuff. This is the Black Hawk tank bag for the 2020 WP line. So it's waterproof. I've tested it very thoroughly. I think I'm 2 hours from Tombstone. I'm so close. I'm very excited. I'm a dork. I don't care. The sun is very bright today, but we have officially made it to Tombstone, and I am beyond excited, and I'm going to prowl and see if I can't find a new hat. This is the mission. Success has been had. I have found myself a new hat. It may not be my Stetson, but it does have the benefit of being purchased here in Tombstone. It is Bailey's, so it's still USA made. It's made of wool, it's water repellent, and most importantly for me, it's crushable. Anyway, Tombstone is incredible, and I never want to leave. I love it here. So I'm gonna enjoy my time here and then head towards Bisbee. Hopefully before the sun goes down, who knows? Well, I thoroughly enjoyed my time in Tombstone. Got a new hat, but I think it's time to go and head to Bisbee because it's gonna get cold as soon as that sun goes over that horizon, and it's very close. I think I've got like 30 minutes to Bisbee. Well, I'm on track for this trip. I'm just, wow. Incredible planning, Amanda. Got to Bisbee, obviously the light is going and it is quite cold. No vacancies at the hotel. My bad, I should have done more research. But I found some boarding house inn thing in Tombstone, and the room is like $75. So I'm gonna go do that. So back to Tombstone we go. I didn't want to leave anyway, right? Whew. Made it to Tombstone, lucked out at the Tombstone boarding house, and she had a wonderful room for me. This looks so cozy, And I'll show you the outside of the building in the morning because they're just sweethearts. Most affordable hotel within, I don't know, 50, 60 miles. Cash only. So if you do come to Tombstone and you stay at the boarding house, cash only. This room is nice. The lady who checked me in was just the biggest sweetheart. And I'm so, so happy to be here. The room is nice and toasty. I'm gonna get all of my stuff loaded into this room. This has been a day in the life on the road. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Hit that like and subscribe button if you did. Huge, huge shout out to my patrons on Patreon who make these videos possible. If you would like to support the channel for as little as $1 a month, you can get early access to videos like this, ad-free before the rest of the world over on my Patreon. If that's not your alley, it's totally okay. I do have stickers, t-shirts, prints, all the good things with my motorcycle art on them over in my Redbubble and my Etsy shop. If that's also not up your alley, that is totally okay. I appreciate you guys just for being here and watching these videos every single week. And question for my end screen crew. Do you have any hotel stories where you showed up and had to make last minute plans? I think that's broad enough to get a good amount of stories in the comments. I'll see you guys later. All brown. All the time. Brown hat, brown sweater, brown pants, brown boots. Do I have a palette? Maybe.